Alright, hey everybody, MikuXLegend is back for more Mary Scooter finale. Now, I'm gonna use that.
Alright, let's go.
What is that passage? Wait, can we even go use it?
Very well. We don't have time.
I think that's what we're gonna do though, because I think that was the objective though, like... I'm looking for my beloved wife. The woman with an internal smile forever at my side. Forever? How long is forever, really? The strange thought grips me. Oh, I can't help but think it. The reason being that I barely remember anything. Only one photo of her survives, and with it, her smile lives in my memory. It's all I have of her, along with some of her last words. That and a memory of myself as a blood youth and of the jail. But that alone does not make a man. Ever since I awoke in the liberated district, I searched for my identity, but no clues arose. It would be a lie to say it hadn't bothered me, but out of self-preservation, I came to realize how little it mattered. All that matters is reuniting with my wife's tender smile. Until I was granted the chance to ascend to the surface. No longer was I captive to the jail. My wife could be alive on the surface, so without thinking twice, I took my chance. But awaiting us of the surface was a fate worse than death. Massacre Pink. And they lived up to their namesake, brutally, victim stabbed, wrung, mutilated, murdered without thought. The storm of oppressive, inescapable violence, their victims were helpless. We could only run or hide, no other choice, a sobering truth? Huh? But how do I remember that? Lost memories take longer to recall, but their lucidity survives. That doesn't matter for now, only survival. I begin to observe Massacre Pink slaughtered victims who fled, which meant my only choice was to hide. I made an effort to stay hidden among the mountain of corpses. I feigned my own death. It may sound pathetic, but I couldn't care less. I needed to survive to find my wife. But just then... Oop. Huh? Don't continue down this path. You may lose yourself. Is he holding a Mary gun? That's not important. Can you stand? Get up, even if it hurts. Now's our chance to run for it. Seeing that blood maiden suffer tightened my heart in my chest. Being a youth, blood youth, I knew what I could do. It gave me the resolve to fire off the Mary gun. The weapon was in my possession when I had awoke. Despite my amnesia, I knew enough to keep it with me. Thanks to that, the Red Riding Hood girl still lived. But the other Blood Maidens attempted to retaliate on their behalf. Logic dictated that this situation was untenable for my safety. My priority had to be finding my wife's, hence why I fled the scene. Come to think of it, why had I saved her? Was it worth risking my life? I am still a mystery even to myself. The more things unfold, the more they confuse me. As I attempted to flee the Blood Maidens, I suddenly began to float. When I came to, I found myself having been teleported to this cold place. I care nothing for what becomes of this world and its inhabitants. I have other priorities. Oops. I must find my wife. I must hear her voice. I hear everything I missed. Her flower-like smile and her love drive me forward, though I must remind myself that slow and steady wins the race. I must remember, I must see out my task. I must do whatever it takes to reunite with her. Oh, finally voices. Where am I? Why am I here? Ugh, it's cold as ice. I could have frozen to death in there. First, the surface is littered with corpses. Now I'm here? This makes no sense. Is it my amnesia again? No, I remember I tried to flee once Massacre Pink started attacking. The last thing I remember is fleeing. Oh yes, that girl who carried us to the surface. It must be her doing. If she could make us float, then surely she is how I ended up here. But just where did she place me? I suppose I should thank her for saving me from Massacre Paint. Keisha...
Is that a Martian?
I can sense a cord nearby. Must mean I'm in a jail tower. Just my luck. I have no means to fend off a Martian. Finding one will only get me so far. Need to find something of use around here. I can't die down here. What to do?
Snow White! Are you okay? Please wake up, Snow White!
That voice.
Huh.
Oh, the wounds are terrible. Massacre Pink are savages.
That girl. She's a Blood Maiden. She was with Red Riding Hood. Perhaps the Blood Maiden is my ticket out of this jail. Blood Maidens are born of a Martian, inheriting Martian and human traits. As a result, they alone have the power to fight against the Martians. I saw for myself, on the surface, even despite being overwhelmed by Massacre Pink, they demonstrated human power. In fact, it was all thanks to the Dawn, a group centered around those girls that we were afraid for the jail. And use the Blood Maidens to escape would be my best course of action, okay?
If only I could hold her bleeding. Snow White, don't you die on me.
Hey, you. Excuse me.
Who are you?
I came up from the underground, just like you. Here, let me.
I see. This dying girl is also a Blood Maiden. Her injuries are severe. Her eyes are beginning to change color, potent sign of corruption.
How is she? Will she be okay?
I'm not a doctor, so I can't say. I will do my best. Let's try to stop her bleeding. Turn her upright, and place her leg on her bag. Put pressure on the wound with this cloth.
Okay. Hang in there, Snow White.
Okay, I'm going to reduce the corruption too.
Don't panic, this won't hurt.
Okay. I feel rosy all of a sudden.
I rid you of all your corruption.
That's a Mary gun. You also purified Red Riding Hood. Just who are you, sir? If you came from underground, it means you must have lived in the Liberated District.
Wait. We can exchange introductions later. We must tend to our wounds first.
This is bad. The bleeding won't stop. I thought restricting flow would help, but nothing's working. Very well. I was saving this for an emergency, and this flow counts.
Snow White.
I gave her some medicine. Keep her still. Eventually her bleeding will slow.
Okay. It's a miracle. Thank you so much.
It's too early to call it a miracle. The winds blow strong here. Far too cold for her in this state. Find a place where the wind doesn't blow and no Martian will find us.
Right. I must find shelter for us.
Let's move immediately. Follow me.
Lucky me.
Oops. Oop. I'm gonna use a save point, or perhaps. I'll use one so in case things go south and we have to use one. Wait. This is showing that. This is showing we can actually open it from the inside.
Look who came. Here we go. What a relief.
Nope, nothing over there. I just want to fill the map in as much as I can.
Lucky me.
Yeah, that's a locked door, obviously. Wait.
I got me something.
I actually wonder, are AEDs revive items? Yeah, they are. I thought so. Because...
Now's our chance. Here I go. Ha! Victory!
Because I've seen, I don't know. I would think that how AEDs work though, like... I'm not sure if there's a timer on that door, but I'm gonna do it. Yeah.
An enemy's here.
Here I go. Tiring. What a relief.
Alright. Oh.
Lucky me. Lucky me.
That's why I look through.
Thought we'd be ambushed.
Oh wow.
How mean!
Let's go.
Tiring. How mean!
What to do?
What a relief. How embarrassing.
Oops. Yeah, we're through. This might be the way, but I want to see what's over there before I set foot. But yeah, I could go ahead.
Enemy. So tiring. What a relief.
I kind of want to see what's over there, though. Nope, nothing. We should be safe now. This place is perfect, out of sight and out of the wind. But I worry that sleeping on the frozen ground may not be good for Snow White. Take this! Wow, a blanket and clothes. Thank you. Clothe her and tuck her into the blanket. If you held close with her, it should help you both. Ooh. I actually want... What if I press B for to look at CGs though, like... I don't know. This is some test, but it can't be helped. Consider it a favor to be redeemed later. We must treat her quickly. She has gashes all along her legs and from her thighs to her feet. Hey, what are you doing to Snow White? What do you mean, stopping her bleeding? I know that, but you're being a little handsy, don't you think? This technique is called tourniquet. I must put pressure on the artery before wrapping a wound with gauze. It's part of it. Ugh, is she suspecting me of foul play? Foolish girl, take a look around you. Let me be frank with you. I am looking for my lost wife. In this or any circumstance, never would I lay my hands on another woman, let alone this girl. Let that be clear. Consider our situation for a moment. Only a fool would think of me so short-sighted. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, you look like about my age. You're married. I'm married? Okay, the bleeding stopped. The rest is up to her. Snow White? Hmm? That's her name. And I am Kaguya. From now on, I would rather you address us by name. But once more, we are greatly indebted to you for saving Snow White. Without you, she wouldn't have made it. Well, we can't say for sure she's made it yet. Like I said, it's up to her, Snow White's luck and fortitude. Even so, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I have some questions for you if you do not mind. Sure, but it may not help you much. I have amnesia. There's not much to remember. Really? Then how do you explain the Mary Gun? I remember only 3 things. 1, I'm looking for my wife. 2, I am a blood youth. And 3, I am in a jail tower. My possession of the Mary Gun supports the second point. Bizarre excuse, but one I cannot refute. And you don't recall how you gained ownership and don't know how to know you know the dawn? And that last point you claim to be a jail tower? I wonder what it means. Beats me, don't ask. Oh, right, Demisha. How about a name? Now that you mention it, I don't remember it. Go ahead and call me you or even hey. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I told you all I know. I see. Truthfully, I don't care what becomes of me, so don't make it your concern as well. You say that, but how could I not? I wonder how you lost your memories. Did you lose your memories after our run-in with Massacre Pink? You're sort of resemble Jack. Are you brothers? Jack is a blue-haired boy, is he not? I've seen him from afar. I don't know him. Jack never mentioned you either? Guess we can eliminate the family angle. Oh, what's your wife's name? Maybe one of us knows her. We can track. I don't know. All I have is my desire to find her. I know not her name, not only her face. Wow, that's rough. But that is no excuse to give up. I must survive at all costs to find her. Hence why I came to your aid. What? What do you mean by that? You think I helped you out of the goodness of my heart with Martians around? That was precious time and resources. I like the means to combat the Martians. I've been looking for someone to change that. That's where you come in. Wow, I had no idea you were so calculated. Now I'm certain there's no way you and Jack are related. I told you we couldn't be. Wait, it's getting dark. Is it getting darker? You're right. Wait, that means. That's right. A nightmare. Martians are one thing, but this is another kettle of fish. Very well. We've done all we can for her. This might be it. Huh? What are you talking about? Don't tell me you're thinking about leaving Snow White behind. I could never. You say that, but your chances of living dwindle if you even think about carrying her while fleeing the nightmare. Leaving her behind might just buy us even more time with that beast, thus giving us a chance to escape. Do you even know who Snow White is? I refuse to sacrifice her as bait. Should we all join hands here and await our demise? Forget that. You know how selfish you sound right now. If you don't have Snow White, I'll leave you behind. I couldn't care less if your nightmare gets a hold of you. I see. In that case, I would most certainly die. Though I shudder to think of what may become of you when you enter Skelter. Even so, I won't leave Snow White behind. I'm only trying to guarantee her survival. Why is she so stubborn? Logic would dictate that leaving a girl behind gives us the best chance. Hasn't she seen action as a blood maiden already? How could you be so naive? How do I convince her? Huh? Why's my heart feel so heavy all of a sudden? Something isn't sitting right. Gee, you're seriously awkward. What was that? It'll be here any second. Should I stand by my ground? No, not only it will kill me, but it'll be putting Snow White at risk. Do I carry her run? I would be totally vulnerable. If I carry Snow White, you'll fight in my steed, right? Very well, I'll grab her. But if my life is in danger, I will drop her immediately. What's gotten into you? Whatever, if you're going to let me down, then I'll handle it myself. Snow White, when you recover, you're going to owe me a long vacation. Hold on to me. This might get a little bumpy. Once we escape the nightmare, I'll find somewhere safe to rest. You ready? Let's ditch that nightmare. Okay, there it is right there. Oh, there. It'll do something. There. I think we lost it. True. The darkness is fading away. Hey, let me catch my breath. Oh, you're even weaker than I thought. You try carrying dead weight while running for your life. How did you ever make it out of the liberated district? Ugh, normally I would never take this risk. The pain from earlier, that echoing voice without that headache, I wouldn't have made the wrong choice. Regardless, thank you for not abandoning Snow White. All part of the deal. You fought for me, and I carried her. No need to thank me. Both blood maidens survived an uncanny fight. This may well yet end in my favor. But the risk, I'm hesitant to take again. Well, all that matters is finding a safe place for Snow White to rest. But the jail is unlucky to provide any such refuge for us. Kaguya, is that you? That voice. Haru and Katawaki. Oh, glad you're all safe. There's the three of you. Kaguya, the guy. There's the three of you. Kaguya, the guy with white hair and snow. Are they the members of the Dawn? Thank goodness you're both safe. At last, friendly faces in this forsaken place. Hey, wasn't Clara with you? Have you seen her around? No, I haven't. I see. Well, at least we found you two. Right. But there's no time to celebrate. Snow White's in critical condition. Do you know somewhere where we can treat her? We'll set up a camp. There's some medical supplies so we can take a look at her. Is Snow in grave condition? Huh? This man performed some first aid on her before we got here, but it was a mere stopgap. Got it. You saved her then. Thank you. No need. Shall we be on our way? Standing here won't do her any favors. Right. Right you are. Let's head over. At last, a glimmer of hope. Kaguya is one thing, but can I trust these newcomers? What are they to me? They're not even blood maidens. But this is our situation. Pressing them for answers right away might sooner put me in a grave. What are you doing? Hurry up and carry Snow White. Hey, I heard you. It's nearby. Follow me. This way. Snow White will be fine in this tent. Kaguya, prop her head with something and be sure to lift her leg above her heart. Let's make sure she's comfortable. Well, I could bunch up this towel as a pillow. We could use her shoes to lift her leg. Okay, we can finally let her sleep. How is she? Did her best to stop the bleeding. Looks like her wounds are clotting. Her breathing stabilized. I think she'll pull through. Good to hear. I can finally relax. Man, this has already been quite an ordeal. We were attacked the moment we set foot on the surface, then we were transported to the jail before we gathered our bearings. I confronted the death in the face more times than I could count. Indeed. We should all swap notes on what happened to one another before meeting up. Swapping notes, eh? I have nothing to share. In fact, I'm exhausted from all that running. I could use a break. Their makeshift camp is impressive, though. Especially for a jail. Moreover, I want to know who that gentleman is. You talking about me? A blood youth who isn't Jack. Well, that's not the surprising part. I'm more curious as to how we've never seen you before. I'm sure you have your reasons for laying low, but here you are. You even have a berry gun, do you not? How could such a person live in the Liberated District without the Dawn knowing? Very strange indeed. Beats me. It's true, though. What do you want from me? Oh yes, truth. Even if I asked you, you'd fall back on the amnesia excuse. Is it possible that the people outside of the Dawn have managed to develop a Mary gun? To my knowledge, there is no outside facility capable of manufacturing one. At least not in the underground jail. That skill lies with me. Wait. Could it be Clara? If that were the case, she undoubtedly would have rubbed it in my face. I suppose there's no point in speculating. I can't answer your questions without my memories. Besides, I don't put much stake in myself. I'd rather get down to finding out where my wife is. If they don't know who I am, how will they know who she is? So anyone here got a plan? Oh wait. Right. There's so much to discuss, including that gigantic jail we saw above the surface. Curious? Our top priority is getting more provisions at our camp. The next is finding the rest of our group. What's the matter, Count Owaki? That was a heavy sigh. Nothing, just thinking to myself, even with a white-haired boy around. I'm the only human. I can't really trust any of you, but I have to. Guess we're in for a long haul. What do you mean by that, Katawaki? Oh, don't mind me. Just thinking aloud. Can't trust any of us, including me. Or is it a human thing? I get, though. I don't trust any of them either. Can I infer from what Katawaki said that Haru isn't human either? Well, I'm sure everyone's tired. Why don't we get some rest? Agreed. Our plan is settled. Some beauty sleep won't do me wonders. Let's call it a day. I'll be on my way. Finally, a place to lay my head. Not that I plan to stick around much longer. I'm sure they're in the same boat, but if they keep dallying, I have to come up with my own exit strategy. A long day has finally drawn to a close. Since arriving on the surface, I've narrowly avoided death. I'm at my limits now. Kaguya attended to Snow White on one tent and the men decided to stay in another. Katawaki decided to stand and watch and left without a word. He hasn't been outwardly hostile, but he's not exactly a team player. Don't worry about Towa. He's a good guy. I'm not bothered to tell you the truth. I don't care. I'm not bothered. To tell you the truth, I don't care much for what the others think. So you really remember nothing. You're persistent. All I remember is my wife, that I'm a blood youth, and that I'm a jail tower. I told you. Sorry, I don't mean to pry. I thought perhaps that sharing some stories would jog your memory. For example, can you recall what she looks like? What she wore? Those details might be helpful in identifying her, don't you think? I remember her face, her expression. You sure you want to know? She has nothing to do with her mission. Our survival hinges on our cooperation. Personally, I feel safer knowing the people I'm working with. I appreciate it. My wife wears a golden beret on her pure white hair. Her skin is fine, almost ethereal. If you told me she was plucked from a fine painting, I would believe you. At first glance, she might seem aloof, but of fleeting beauty, but her smile glows with life. That's the kind of woman she is. Sounds like love. Didn't know we had a poet in our hands. White hair, though. That's rare. It's true. She's like no other from the underground. Hopefully that means finding her won't be too troublesome. If you see her, I'd like for you to let me know. You have my word. Searching for what one can wear down your heart. I can only imagine how you feel. Right. I just pray she's safe. That's all I think about. I'm looking for my dumb apprentice myself. I bet she's out there worried sick. That idiot protected me. Hope she's okay out there. I hope you find her as well. Yeah. Alright, okay, finally got a full night's sleep, so I'm ready to head out. Today we begin our escape from the jail. My dearest, hang in there. You're? Oh, good morning. You saved me, right? You not only carried me, you treated me. If it weren't for you, I would have died. I can't thank you enough. Don't thank me. Call it self-preservation. Be thankful you're a blood maiden. They weren't kidding about you. I'll find a way to convince you that you still made the right decision of saving me. I'm still healing, but I'm a blood maiden after all. Don't you think you should rest still? wouldn't want your wounds to open up. Don't put my efforts to waste. Is that a hint of concern I detect? Of course not. Thank you. I'll make you grateful you saved me. Whatever. Where's Kaguya? She says she's too lazy to get up, so she wants to reschedule the expedition for noon. Are you serious? Why? She was so involved yesterday. What? Kaguya? Involved? I know things were dire, but that's a stretch. That seems unfair. Your life was on the line. She had no choice. Well, Kaguya's not exactly known for her work ethic. On account of her blood libido, I'm surprised she overcame it. Blood libido. Isn't that the one of the Blood Maiden's inherent traits? How do I know that? I'm right, I think. I see. Sounds like she really stuck her neck out for me. Where does that leave me? I want to get a move on. Guess I have to get her. Oh wait! Since Kaguya worked so hard yesterday, why don't we give her some time to rest? But we don't have time for that. Then again, chaperoning a pair of girls that are either exhausted or recovering sounds like a headache. Got it. We'll take off at noon. Really? Thank you. Oh, I thought I heard an excitable squall in this direction. Haru, sorry for the noise. You're recovering nicely. Thank goodness. All thanks to him. No, it wasn't my treatment that saved you. It was actually thanks to your fat storage, Snow White. What? In this cold climate, your subcutaneous fat prevented the loss of body heat. That's how you survived. That's not true. You should be proud that not everyone has such a high subcutaneous fat. Ugh, I'm not listening. Poor girl. We're going to work on her tat. There's something about you that reminds me of someone. I think it's important to be direct. That's why I think we should go over your tat. Is he serious? Sheesh, women are an enigma. I suppose I can occupy my time for a few hours. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and press this button to save. Yep. Okay, so hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave a like, don't forget to subscribe my videos, don't forget to ring the bell so you get notified whenever I upload, and as always, I'll see you guys later. Bye, you guys, take care.